Nova is currently going on, and this morning at something like 2 AM UK time, they did the big Nova reveal show. For me, personally, it fell a little bit flat. We knew Stormcast were coming. There are some pretty nice miniatures for Stormcast, actually. I like the big Griffin thing that they're going to release. That's pretty cool. And Reclusians, we expected a Reclusian box set, all the different characters to go with that. Chaos Dwarves, pretty cool. I like those for Blood Bowl. I play Blood Bowl now, so I actually know what Blood Bowl miniatures do. But for Warcry, they tacked this thing on right at the end of the reveal show. It was a 7-second long kind of nothing saying, oh, Brian Bone is released. You guys have been waiting for it, so it's out. That's it. Nothing new for Warcry. If you haven't seen the show, to avoid you guys from having to look through it all, here it is. You check out the 7-second long Brian Bone clip. Let's play it. Let's go.
Warcry. We've just released Briar and Bone, which we know the community were waiting to get their hands on.
Like I said, whole load of nothing, really. Here's the thing. If it's true that nothing is coming out in the foreseeable future for Warcry, then either don't talk about it in the show, or else give something a little bit longer. If you really want to talk about it, Games Workshop could have clips together a slightly longer selection of videos saying, okay, yeah, this is what we did this year. We released this. We're doing this. The Battle for Hellcrown is finished. We said that we're going to be releasing anything that comes in Age of Sigmar into Warcry anyway. So that's all stuff that you can look forward to. You could do that. You can put a little bit more effort in, and that's something that Games Workshop could have produced. I'm not saying they need to go into full-blown roadmap territory. You could just put out something vague, right? Something to build a little bit of hype in the game. Something to just say, yeah, we know you guys are here. Don't worry about it. We're working on it. But that's what they released. So what did I do? I put together my own trailer just to show exactly what I mean. You guys can check that out. I think it does a better job of what was at the end of that Nova video, but I'll leave that for you guys to decide. Hot on the heels of the Pyrite Flood release, when we saw the game's first Lighthaunt and Numeneth warbands, Warcry continues with the recently released Briar and Bone box set, expanding out the Ossiarch, Bone Reaper and Sylvaneth factions with never-before-seen archetypes and fighters. With the battle for Hellcrown over, will the wreckage of Talaxis fall into myth, or will we see the Storm hosts try and secure the downed ship and turn the tide of the war? So, there you go. Vague enough that you can basically go anywhere with it. Ties into what Games Workshop said back in April about how Age of Sigmar stuff is going to be released for Warcry in the future. It produces a bit more hype for the game instead of just, yeah, Brian Bone came out, the end. I've said it before, I can wait for the new stuff to come out. That's absolutely fine. I like the direction that they've said that Warcry is going to go to with the regular updates coming in from Age of Sigmar, them looking at tournament results, doing more balanced passes, getting semi-regular updates on that, things like points cost, things like new units, all this kind of thing. That I don't mind. So overall, I'm pretty positive about the game. But yeah, whoever decided that this should be a thing, come on guys, you can do better than this. As they said they're going to do it already, I guess at some point in the future we will get rules for the new Griff charger things, the new heavy shock cavalry. All those characters I'm pretty sure will come over. I don't think the giant Griffin is going to come over because that's just too big for Warcry. The new Reclusians, you've got 2 types of Reclusians now in that plastic box set. Hope they'll come over because they look super awesome. They got real Annihilator vibes for me, so that's always something cool. I've been waiting to use my Reclusians for a long time. I've got them built. They're here. They are sitting on my desk. I'm ready to go on the Reclusians. So yeah, hopefully those will come to Warcry sooner rather than later. We know that the next book that's going to be released for Age of Sigmar is going to be Skaven. We've seen the models for those already. I'm really excited for those to come to Warcry because I think there's all sorts of interesting things they could do with the Warp Grinder, doing burrowing tricks, maybe on a double, exactly like the Flesh Eater Quartz characters that they released earlier on. So I think there's a lot of scope there. I want the giant Skaven giant thing to come. That's something aside from that. Then, of course, there's going to be the Stormcast Eternals release, and then after that, they're going to be looking at Slaves to Darkness. I think they said we already had the Dark Oath release earlier in the year. That's something that we are waiting on, but I would really love to see a rework of Chaos Warriors. They already put in the new Chosen. Yeah, making Warriors a little bit more like Stormcast and having them fit that big, muscly, super armored Chaos bad guy evil aesthetic a little bit more. I think that's something that they could do fairly easily, and that's something that I would really look forward to. But yeah, anyway, that's it for today. Look, very quick one. Tried to stretch this out to 8 minutes to get mid-roll ads in there, but nope, absolutely not. That's not happening. I'll leave you guys once again with my trailer for Warcry, what I would have done. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow with regular content. Hot on the heels of the Pyrite Flood release, when we saw the game's first Nighthaunt and Lumineth warbands, Warcry continues with the recently released Briar and Bone box set, expanding out the Ossiarch, Bone Reaper and Sylvaneth factions with never-before-seen archetypes and fighters. With the battle for Hellcrown over, will the wreckage of Talaxis fall into myth, or will we see the Storm hosts try and secure the downed ship and turn the tide of the war?